Hey YouTube, Mike here. How we doing? Hope we all had a very safe and productive week. Well, thank you everyone for all the comments that I've got on the last video and the emails. Greatly appreciate it. Today, I want to show you some sanding. I know you've seen the Festool sanders and that Imprum sander that I have, but there's a bunch of sanders that, especially when I did the slot car boxes, and I know a few of you asked me, you know what, and I kind of just showed it on a video. These things are like so crude and so cheap that I just can't stop using them. Even all the big sanders that I have, especially when I'm doing dados. With the slot car boxes that I built, there was probably 20 or so dados that I would put in, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, very rarely 3/4, but most of it was 1/2 and a 1/4 inch. Years ago, I found these foam blocks. That's all they are. It's high density foam blocks that I actually use self-adhesive sandpaper, and I just put it over it, and then I use it to do the inside of the dado. And I bought this years ago when I had the Porta-Cable sander, and it was a roller, and I have 80 grit and 100 grit on it, and as you can see, I have quite a bit of dust in it, and I got a ton of this paper, so I just keep it with my sanding stuff, and as I need it, I just, you know, tape it onto this. I don't have a 3/4 one of this. I was only able to purchase 1/2 inch and actually 3/8 and 1/4. But what I ended up making, and just out of pieces of plywood or pine, I made a 1/2 inch sander, a 13/16 because of that weird 3/4 plywood, and a 3/4 one. And basically you just put it in a dado and you sand it to smooth it out. But you end up getting a little bit of the hairs on, so a little bit of tear out. So what I did was I made this just basic sander. Nothing fancy, just 2 pieces of wood, a little bit of glue, a couple of nails, and that was it. And it's just a piece of pine on a flat with some cork on the bottom. And I'm going to show you right now. And then another piece on the top, just to hold it. And what I would use that for is to sand the top of the dado. So what I did here is I already cut a piece, and the measurements that I use is about, excuse me, 2 3/4 wide by 4.5 inches long. And then I take a piece of 3/4 by 3/4, and here I'm using this piece of walnut and it just came out of the scrap pile. You could just take it out of your scrap pile and make it. So basically what I'm going to do is, I got it. What I did was it falls about 7/8 of an inch. It falls about 7/8 of an inch from the edge. Okay? That's about center, roughly. We're not building a piano. And then I'll just I use Spanx. Well, on this one, I just use some finish nails with the air nailer. I'll put 3 in, and I'll actually use the sander to just sand it up a little bit. Like I said, it's very crude. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to do one job. That's it. Let's make sure the screws are short enough that they don't come out the bottom, because you really aggravate yourself. I love these Spanx. That's it. And really, that's all you need. It ain't going nowhere. So that is your sanding block. Then I take, I'll lose all this. Then I take a piece of cork. You can buy the cork from Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Forgot my scissor. I think I got this from Michael's. This basically what it does is it just cushions the bottom to give you a little bit of a shock absorber. That's it. Now you will have to. Another thing. Don't leave the sandpaper on. When you're done, take it off. I have left it on for a while and it basically glues itself and the cork comes off. And it's self-adhesive cork. You could CA glue it on if you want to. Just get it scented, which I didn't. A little pressure. Let me grab my unprepared today. Let's see. There we go. Just round over the edges. I love this fast cap thing. Round over. With this. Remember that? Remember that. Now I got 100. Yeah, just 80. I had it in the right position. And if you notice, the width is perfect. Make it look pretty. There you go. There's your sanding block. And now, what do I got? Oh, I got some stuff right here. Look at that. Nice little piece of wood here. Very simple, very crude, but very effective. And then just peel off the paper when you're done. And now you got the cork. And then you can just stick another piece on. Just now, it ain't gonna stick. So, and if you notice, what I bought is perfect. See, that's why I make it 4.5. Look at this. That's what happens when you get old. You forget your measurements. 4.5 inches. So that's the reason that I make it 4.5 inches. See, it fits perfectly. And then I just have to make it for the other dimension. And that's it. So now this one will be marked for 80. And I leave the marks on it. There you go. So that's the two of them. Very simple. I'll just sand this. I'll let the glue dry and I'll just sand the top. Countersink the Spanx a little bit more. And there you got it. There's your little crude and effective sanding block. And like I said, I just use it just to sand the top of the dados. That's it. Don't have to, you could use it to sand anything you want, but that's what I use it for. As you know, guys know, I like specific things for a specific tool for a specific job. So, all right. I got bit by another bug. Oh my God, did I get bit by this bug? I don't know if you guys are familiar with a company called Wera. And it could be Vera, it's German, and I consider it now to be the festool of service tools. I've had the tools. I actually bought tools, I would say over 2 years ago. I needed a good set of Allen keys. And I'm friends with a lot of guys on Instagram that are in the same trade as me, heating guys, all over the world. Some people I don't understand because they write in their language, but the pictures, it's worth 1,000 words. And everybody, especially this one guy that I'm very good friends with from Chicago called Pipe Fitter. And he makes me cry because he does the exact work that I did in New York. And I tell him all the time. And I see the tools that he uses. I see guys from England, and guys from Germany, especially. I can't read what they say, but I can see what they use. And I had these tools, and I took a look. I said, oh, Jesus, I have it. And it's a set of Allen keys. They're in a nice little nylon pouch. They're Imperial. And they're color-coded, and they have ball end on one side and Allen on the other. And these things, and I've had them 2 years, these things work phenomenal. They grip, they've got power, they've never rounded, they've never broke, they work great. And then I said, wait a minute, and inside of the Festool toolbox that I have, I bought, and I'll show you, I'll find the dirty ones first. I bought these two Phillips screwdrivers. One's a 2x200 and one's a 2x100 centimeter. And as you can see, I've had them for a while. They're dirty. But I realized, and I keep, matter of fact, this one I keep right here. If you haven't noticed, it's in the Cavalieri bag holder. So I use it for if I have to do for Phillips screws. And this one is in my bag. Well, I started going through it, and then I went on their website, and I actually went on Amazon. And I needed a number 2 and a number 1. Okay, Allen screwdriver for screws. So, of course, the color is the color. Most of the color is this. Almost the Festool green, the darker green with black. That's their colors. And I don't know if you're noticing back there, but I'll show you in a minute what I got and what's actually coming today and next week. But I picked up these two because I needed them, number 2 and a number 1. Then I went and picked up this set of 4 screwdrivers. We have 5 by 150. A 1x80. I don't need to go over this, but it's large and a small regular and a large and a small Phillips. But the beauty about these tools, for one, the tip is hardened and it's, I believe, titanium. But look at the grooves in the tip. You see the grooves in the tip? It's 2 things. I'm going to grab a screw. It bites the screw, but it also and it's really not magnetic. It is you can magnetize it, but it's a hold. It holds the screw while you're putting it in. And especially when I have to put screws inside of my tankless heater, and I was using that snap-on screwdriver. It's got a similar tip, but it doesn't have these grooves cut in. But when you're taking a screw out, you can hit this and it takes screws out. This I found to be a really, really good screwdriver set. All of this will be in the description below. So then I went on and picked up these. Even the boxes they come in, I don't even want to take them out of the box. I picked up this set of Imperial and metric, and as blind as I am, I can't see what the heck numbers, but 730 seconds. As blind as I am, I can't see the friggin' numbers. I'll have it in the description below. I apologize, but it folds. There's a lock on it that unlocks and opens up. I wish it had the nylon case, which you'll see in the other one, but only this one Imperial set comes in nylon, and they're in there, but they come out ball end, Allen end. They have them in Torx. They got them in combinations like you wouldn't believe. So I picked up this two set. It comes as a set. There's two. Then I needed a screwdriver set that I had a bunch of bits in it. But look how this thing comes. The beautiful box. Instruction sheet, a little Rebel tool sticker. They even give you in everything, since you have this belt loop, you can then take this piece of supplied Velcro, put it onto your truck, your tool bag, whatever, and then stick this on, and then just peel it off, take it, put it on your whatever, and walk with it. So they each come with one. All right, so in the pouch is this screwdriver. And the screwdriver will extend, button on the bottom, and there's all the bits. So there's 3 different Phillips, 3 different regulars in this set. And they just lock right in. They even make this that doesn't extend, that have the longer bit. And then you push up, take it out, fits right in a little pocket. And I don't know, I got to mess around with this a little bit more, but it goes in perfectly, but I just got to kind of read the instructions. There we go. And so it locks back in to make it a little bit more, take up a little bit less room. Beautiful. I mean, it's such a nice case. Look at this thing. They pretty much all come in a case like this. This was $32. Yes, I'm going to say it again, $32. All right, I'm going to show this one last. Then I needed a small set of these screwdrivers. Now, again, another Velcro thing, if you want to hang it on your truck. I thought I carried everything in my service bags. You saw on the Vetapro bag that I had, you saw the Vetapro bags I have that I do my service in, and I thought I had everything. We ran into a problem on a job where I couldn't get the screw out from underneath inside of this handle. And I did not have my Milwaukee screwdrivers. I had just one tiny screwdriver that had multiple bits, but the shank was too thick. I couldn't drill it out. We finally got it off. So this is how I pretty much found onto their website this screwdriver set. So this is a micro screwdriver set. It has Torx, it has regular, and it has Phillips. It's a 12-piece set. Let's just take out one screwdriver. The back rotates, so you can do your one-handed little circus show. Very nice neoprene. It even has a little bit of a hex if you have to put an open-end wrench or an adjustable wrench on it. And it all comes in this nice little case. And what I like about it is that the cases now can be put in, and also, if you notice, every case has, well, this one doesn't. Most of the cases, I was wrong there, has a little description on it. I don't want to get that Velcroed up. So then I need some type of socket set, and it is metric because, you know, I'm working on Japanese stuff. So I picked up this set, and again, it has a little photo on it. And basically, it's a socket set. It has 5.0 to 13. It has an extension. It has Torx, Allen, and Phillips. One regular. But the ratchet is pretty much as quality as a Snap-on. Listen, I'm not sure of the gearing, but it is as smooth as silk. It pivots around, and then your on and off is back here. Very compact. Plus it has these pieces on it that you can rotate if you want to, say, use this. I went the wrong direction. Say you want to use it this way. You can actually do it like that and hold this, and that will pivot. And even with the extension, and it has a release button here. So you push the button, now it's on. So even here, this whole black piece rotates in all 1, 2, 4 different areas. Is your extension. And then you have your bit. Just say we got a number 12. Can you hear that? That's gearing. That's a lot of teeth. I'm not sure how many teeth it is. So, but I'm going to do quite a bit of research on it. I just saw what I needed and picked it up. Then it has this adapter. I'm going to put the stuff away. Let's just grab a bit here. Then it has this adapter that will go on. And now your Phillips bit, or whatever bit, you can use it, or you can actually use it, you know, if you want to use it as a screwdriver to take off or put on. Also, it locks in 2 positions. On kind of, what would you say, that's about 30 degrees, and then it locks back at 90. Guess what? I just found that out by looking at it. And I've been staring at these things all night. It just came yesterday. These just came yesterday, but I had to show you. They got their own TV channel that hundreds of videos, tutorials, demos. They have an open-end wrench set. I probably won't buy it. It's called the Joker, and it's just phenomenal how it works. It has like a plate. So when you take the open-end wrench, you ever know when you're going to do a bolt, you put the open-end wrench on, but then it falls. Because, you know, it's got that thread that, you know, could be sticking up 2 inches. Well, this has a plate on the top with teeth. And when you put the open-end wrench down, you don't have to put your thumb there to try to hold it. Basically, it just doesn't, prevents it from falling. And then you just turn it, lift it up a little bit, bring it back, turn it like that. And that's the way it works. Look at it. And like I said, I'll include the website to take a look at that thing. Then, if you want to take a stubborn bolt off, you actually reverse it. And those teeth actually grab the bolt and help take this bolt out. Now, of course, it's all laboratory conditions, but for what I've seen guys using them, they love them. And yeah, they're not cheap. They're, you know, they're a little bit expensive. I think the set was about $400, set of 12, and they come imperial and metric. Then this just came, but I bought a torque, like this screwdriver. This just like this, just a screwdriver, but it's Torx, because I need to have a certain inch pounds on when I'm putting the burner screws back into the tankless heaters. So it had, I think it was from 10 to 20 inch pounds, and I need like 16. Yeah, I think I need 16 inch pounds. That's why they make manuals, so you can read it and not have to keep it all in your old head. But only the case came, so I'm waiting on the, again, they give you a piece of Velcro with the instruction sheet and a little sticker. So I got that, and I got a tap set, the screw holes, like 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, like that. It's actually a drill and tap set. And you can put it onto the ratchet. You can actually put it onto a drill. If you're even going to make your own screw, tap something from millimeter. But I needed just to run the threads over. think it was like a set of 6, and I forget what else I got, and like a bunch of stuff that's coming. But I'll tell you, I played with the screwdrivers and the Allen keys. These things I just were putting together, but they are the best tool of service tools, and they are not really that expensive. And I will include the website. Amazon actually has an exclusive on it. I ordered 4 things last night, and they'll come today and Sunday. I ordered these 3, actually 4, sorry. I ordered these 4 on Thursday, and they came delivered to my door yesterday on Friday. Pretty much all of this stuff is in stock on Amazon. Now, whether, I have an Amazon right here in Jacksonville, so that's why I guess it comes pretty fast. But the screwdrivers, I have loved. But they were bought out of Woodcraft. Woodcraft sells screwdriver sets, and it comes with, I even have this, you can mount it on a board, and you can actually, the screwdrivers stagger. They have like little fins in there that hold the screwdriver from moving, and when you pull it out and the fin moves up and down, you can mount it to your work board or whatever, and your workbench, pegboard. And I never used it. I just put it in a toolbox. I leave the one here. But this bad boy is going on my truck. And so is this other one, because I got 2 of the same. This is the 2x100. That's also 2x100. And all of them have on the ends too. So besides it showing you on the handle, they're also on the ends. I really, this green giving it an accent, but it's also it's a grip. You could feel the difference between the black and the green. And, I like green. All right, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the video. Got a ton more coming. Again, thank you all for the subscribes, all the comments, all the likes, and keep those emails coming, man. I enjoy answering them. And, want a Mike Switchshop sticker? You want to ask a question? Email will be below. Their website will be below. Basically, just go on it, or go on Amazon, and just type in Wera Tools. That's all you need to do. And it's not my website. It's, it's not like I'm not attached to it. It's just, you just go on Amazon, and their prices, it's pretty much almost like Festool, because I looked through quite a few places, just to see, try to get the better deal. And they're all pretty much the same. Sometimes they run specials. Sometimes some are $1 or $2 cheaper. But the delivery is like 2 weeks. And of course I'm Prime, so I get free delivery. So that, saves a bunch. Tax, you got to pay tax. That's all you got to do, die and pay tax, right? So let me see what they come in today. I was hoping they come in before the video, but for what it says, I'm going to get it like 6 o'clock tonight. So, yeah, check them out. Check them out. They're really nice, especially the screwdrivers. And we use a ton of screwdrivers with our little trade and hobby. All right, YouTube. You all be safe out there, and have a good weekend and a good week. And I will see you next Saturday for our next video. Take care. Bye-bye now.